large-scale farming is lucrative business. When you add that to gold mining, the living standards of any people should be way above average. It's such an irony, then, that right here in the hills of Kitere, somewhere in the heart of Migori County, people live in abject poverty. Join me, Lucas Mungai,
and Flora Corey,
to find out exactly why the situation is as it is.
Thank you.
I would say that to start with, sugarcane farming was introduced here in the 1970s, and the factory started operating in the 80s. You prepare the ground. Preparation can be done by the company or self-development. After that, the seed is brought to you. Normally, they bring us the seed canes. And seed cane, you use your own personnel to plant it. Thereafter, you start developing it or maintaining it. Maintenance means the weeding, the fertilizer, and so forth. And this will take about 6 to 12 months. You can have the weeding 2 or 3 times. Fertilizer, you do the top dressing, and for the planting. Sometimes they give us, the other time you can do it on your own. But we have realized when you do it yourself, there isn't much deductions. In other words, it's cheaper to do it. But here, the other problem is that those who are farmers are also poor. They are unable even to afford the fertilizer. Sometimes they are even unable to afford the weeding. So for that matter, you decide on which way to go. We call it plant. The plant is normally planted at an average time of about 18 months. It should be harvested. Harvesting, it goes to the factory. They are the ones to harvest, but they charge you for the harvesting. They are the ones to transport. They have also the transporters, and they charge you for that. Because we are unable to transport ourselves, but still, it's better to do that. Finally, it goes to the factory. It is weighed in terms of tonnage. And those tonnage, the other problem there, you don't witness how much it is weighing. So we don't know whether they are registering the right thing, and that has been a big problem in terms of harvesting. So during the weighing, you are just being brought, yours weighed this much. You don't accompany your team. They do. They get some loans, and on the other hand, they don't. There are some types of farming which was introduced, self-development of the farm, and also there is one supported by the industry or by the company, which of course you are registered and you become a member, and they develop for you the garden, they bring for you the seed canes, and they harvest for you. After that, you refund through the harvest. South Nyanza Sugar Company is the only sugarcane growing industry which is here with its strength. The strength of the South Nyanza Sugar Company is that it's the only industry. It was the only one within the area, within Migori. And by that, it capitalized on that, and it could do anything it wants with the farmers. Two, the type of the soil also supports the development of solar farms, because the industry has had some other developments apart from sugarcane growing. They produce even the biogas, they produce electricity from the same, and more so, they are also getting employment. The weaknesses we both have is that now for those who don't know what money is, they misuse the money, they tour other places, and in the end, that money is not put into any other productive use. The threat is actually a situation whereby the farmers have realized that they are being exploited, and by that, they are now taking to other farms. The cane is taking too long, about 2 years is when they harvest, and during that time, you have got nothing to do on that land for all that period. So that one, most of us, we have decided to take to other types of farming, like even maize, groundnuts, and so forth. By that, we are now reducing the acreage, and that is a serious problem to the industry. industry. But to us, we are happy. The reason for us also not happy with the farming is the way they pay. They delay the payment. You can harvest your cane today and you are paid after 1 year. When, of course, you really long for that money for paying school fees and other developments. On the side of the industry, they have had also some threats. One, the professionals. We are not ready with the professionals or the personnel to run the industry. As such, you must import. And at the same time, you may find the factory, the machines break down. And when they break down, sometimes it takes even a month or so to repair it. During that time, if your cane was there, it's rotting and nobody will compensate you. The way we handle the workers, more so the external workers, but this time we have complained, we have improved. Because you used to find during rains, they transport people in trucks. And the trucks are open. When it is raining, there you are rained on. And as such, it's a threat to your health. When it is hot like this, it's also the same. So these two factors are also threats, and by that, people don't wish to go there and work, more so the cutters or the harvesters. Those are the major ones we have.
Here we are, still at the hills of Kitere, at the home of Doris Nakwamba, who has been a native here for long. She's been a sugarcane farmer for 10 years. Mkono unaona ni heri uuze miwa yako kwa sukari badala ya kupeleka kwa kampuni ya soda.
Kwa maana pesa iko beti. Nikisiaga nayo ndapata pesa tashi.
Ukipeleka kwa kampuni
Siku inakaa. Hata mwaka mwezi.
Kwa miaka zako 10 za ukulima, hakuna shida zozote ama matatizo ambayo umepata kama mkulima?
Matatizo iko, lakini tunapata matatizo. Ukisiaga sukari iko chini. Na sukari kama iko chini, ukisiaga safari moja pesa ni kidogo.
And this is where Mama Doris, like many other farmers residing in the hills of Kitere, would rather bring their sugarcane because the money they get here is instant cash compared to the one they could have gotten from the factory, which takes long and is very unreliable.
Despite the fact that the end product is not as good as it should be, and the money collected is not as much as the factory would produce, many farmers opt to bring their cane here because they get instant money.
Jona la namu jichopevu wakianika mkono refu na big pocket wanyonge na vaa maska za goalkeeper wa hockey wezi ni kerubo. Kenya ni kama boxing, hakuna sub, work with what we have. Nikonja siezi karanga uwe hai.
Umo chikipa documentary. Bring their sugarcane to the jaggery factory rather than take it to the sugar factory because the reliance on the money from the company.
Because they get instant cash and the products are readily, the money is cut.
Sitasimama maovu yakitawala, sitasimama maovu yakitawala.